Hey, everybody. Here we are on a Saturday. Lots of stuff going on. Fights are happening right now. The MMA Fight Island's going on. We got some racing going on. Golfing's going on. Baseball everywhere. A lot of stuff to go over. Gonna try and go through it as efficiently as possible. Um, Before I jump into everything, I'm gonna go through my memory of the day real quick. This is July 25th. July 25th, this would be day 19 of 366. And we're going to stay in Vegas another day. Yesterday we talked about the Bellagio and the dancing fountains. And so I had to mention and reference that in the Bellagio there's an awesome restaurant called Yellowtail. And it's one of the best overall meals I've ever had. We went in and they had a 7 course sushi dinner, and you didn't. It was all at the chef's discretion. So every day it was a different meal, a different 7 courses, and it was just all kinds of different sushi creations, and each one of them was paired with a different sake that was specifically chosen for that sushi. Normally I prefer I go with hot sake, but there was one called Wandering Poet sake that was served chilled and was probably the most delicious sake I've ever had. And each it was totally my kind of dinner because it was 7 courses, no rush, time to break in between each one. Each meal fairly small. Every one of them, some kind of sushi or sashimi. It wasn't all sushi, but it was either sashimi or sushi. And they'd bring it out. It'd come out in this awesome little plate with a tray and a little area for the attached sake. There was a little write up for each sake. You could ask to see the bottle of the sake for anyone that you wanted to see. So, if you happen to be in Vegas and if you enjoy sushi, check out the Yellowtail restaurant at the Bellagio. It's phenomenal. I assume they change up their menu pretty regularly, but I would imagine that as long as they have the same ownership and chef and whatnot, that they're going to offer something similar to this 7 course offer. And so that's it. That's it for today. That's a simple memory. One of my best overall meals. So jumping into gambling before we start reviewing everything, I wanted to hop in real quick and take care of doing a little bit of gambling for tonight. Um, yeah, normally, like I said, normally I don't enter contests, especially on Major League Baseball, that are at 1 o'clock, just because I'm a night creature. I am more likely to be awake at the sort of a Korean baseball game than I am at a 1 p.m. baseball game. I'll get up early for football and make all my moves there, but not for baseball. So we had our 3 free entries. It started at 1 p.m. today. Uh, those were $3 entries, getting back a minimum $3. None of them, I don't think, are going to go anywhere. You Darvish, did not do well, and Perez did not do well. Those are the ones that we focused on as our pitchers. Neither one scored many points, and obviously Boston did not get points the way they were supposed to. We stacked a good bit on Boston. So we'll just get our money back there. But I do want to hop into tonight to a couple of games tonight. So I'm going to enter a quick $12 single entry tournament for the Yankee Washington game and the Arizona San Diego game. So let's hop over and take care of that real quick since it starts in about an hour. And then we will do the recap of what happened overnight, where we're at today. Where we're at for today on golf, racing, and MMA so far, and have some fun here. So first off, we got the Yankees and the Yankees playing at the Nationals. We got Arizona playing at San Diego. Now, there's not a whole lot of specifically hot and cold folks going today, except that Robbie Ray for Arizona does tend to struggle against San Diego. There are a few San Diego folks that have a good history against him. So let's hop over there first and take a look if have they announced lineups yet here. Alright, so it looks like they have announced their lineup, so this is all good. So if we're looking at who has success against Robbie Ray particularly, Tommy Pham batting third is batting .500 over the course of his career against Robbie Ray. Not for power. He doesn't have any home runs, only one extra base hits, but he's got 3 walks, 5 hits, .500, batting in the number 3 slot. You gotta like that. 4,500, we'll take him. Eric Hosmer here, batting 5th at first base. Isn't necessarily dominating against Robbie Ray. He's only batting .200. He's 3 out of 15. But 2 of those 3 hits are home runs. And obviously home runs are king in Major League Baseball. Home runs and strikeouts. He's only 3,300. First base. We're going to take him. And hopefully we can see him get some damage there. And then lastly, Will Myers here batting 6th. Will Myers is, again, doesn't dominate him, but he's batting .233. But he's got 3 extra base hits. 2 of them are home runs. And he's also got 11 walks against them. All right, so he definitely takes the guy deep into the count. So we're going to throw Will Myers in there as well, especially since he gives us a break on money overall. Now, let's jump over and take a look at our pitchers. So, we got Paxton pitching for the Yanks. We got Lamet pitching for the Padres. We probably want to avoid Robbie Ray. And then you got Eric Freddie, who is super cheap. And let's see what his write-up is. All right, so he's a late addition to the start. I think that we're probably looking at Paxton and Lamet. Yeah, you almost have to go this direction. If you go that way, you're left with 43.80 left. Now let's see. Who do we like elsewhere? Let's see. We still need somebody at shortstop. Could look here at Fernando Tatis Jr. 4,800. Let's throw him in there, see what happens. All right, that gives us a 4 stack now. And we're going to wind up with some pretty heavy stacks, obviously, in a 2-game slate. Who else do we like? We already got Tommy Pham in there. Yeah, we can look at... Yeah, we could definitely look at getting Manny Machado in here. And playing third base, batting second. That gives us our maximum 5 against or for San Diego. All right, so we know we can't take anybody else from San Diego. We're at 43, 33 left. If we take a look at the catchers, Well, let's see. Do we want to go catcher? Or do we want to look elsewhere? Let's see. Second base. We could get DJ Matthew. We could get Torres here too. And then the outfielders, obviously there's a ton of people we can get. Who do we want? We could go Aaron Judge. There's no cold hitters for either the Yankees. There's no particular that struggles against either of the opposing pitchers for the Yankees or the Padres. So it doesn't. I mean, it just doesn't. I don't think I want to. We definitely want Tatis in there. We definitely want Pham in there. We definitely want Machado in there. We definitely want those 3 in there. Yeah, we have Hosmer in there. We're relying on him to be able to hit for power. You know, knowing that we can't go with any more. Do we go up to Sanchez? Or do we just go with Kurt Suzuki, save a little bit of money? I think I'm going to look at Kurt Suzuki here. Kazuki. That's a nice one. I like that. Which gives us 4,500. And then we decide, do we want to go with Torres, Matthew, one of those 2, or, well, there you go. I think that's what we do. Yeah, we're going to go with, I think we're going to go with Torres here, and then Judge here. And that would be our lineup. All right, so we're just gonna throw something like that. I'm thinking, again, obviously this is a single entry contest. I'm thinking you gotta go with Paxton and Lamet. I think you gotta go with a decent San Diego stack, just based on the pitching matchup here. Um, you definitely lock in Tatis, lock in Tommy Pham, and get Machado in there, man. Get those three in there, and then I'm gonna go with Hosmer just because, like I said, even though he doesn't necessarily hit a ton against the guy, when he does, it's for power. And Myers again with 11 walks, against this guy in his career, and a number of extra base hits. Again, doesn't hit a ton, but I think it makes sense to go that way, and then fill in the rest as you can. But definitely Tatis, Pham, and Machado, and those two pitchers. What am I doing? There we go. All right, then fill the rest in. All right, so now we will go through and do a quick little recap of what has happened overnight and what's happening right now. Okay, so first of all, a quick touch base here on golf. Right here, we know we had a guy withdraw, two guys missed a cut. That all sucks. But what we're really focusing on right now is Homa, Max. Bounced back from that +1 yesterday, shot a -7 today. He's at -12. Last I checked, I think there was the guy that was leading had like a 4-stroke lead. But obviously you never know what can happen. The fact that he's in 5th place right now is solid. Not comfortable at all because obviously he went from -6 to +1 to -7. He could bounce back down tomorrow. If you can put together another solid game tomorrow, another solid day golfing tomorrow, things could get interesting. We have bets on Homa for a top 20, top 10, top 5, and to win. We got him at 60 to 1. 60 to 1 to win. So there's a lot of potential excitement tomorrow. So I may be checking out golf as things go. If it gets super interesting, I'll definitely stream at some point. But that's it for golf. We're not going to get anywhere with that overall lineup. The real question now is, how do we wind up with the sports book, and how does Homa do? How does Max do? So we'll jump out of there. Next, we will recap overnight stuff. Let's see. First of all, again, not going to go through all of the baseball lineups on a regular basis. We had the three entries into the risk-free contest yesterday. The 3 max $3. 2 of them brought back more than the $3, so that's good. The best of the 3 was this lineup right here. We picked the 2 good pitchers here, man. 2 good pitchers. Got us a good bit of points. Decent performance. Verduga, again, I wasn't right there in front of the game watching it. It's baseball and it's early. So that was not great. We could have pumped somebody else in there and gotten a few more points and a little more money. Or maybe not money. Who knows? It might not have jumped us up enough. But again, had Martinez did good for us. Did well. Nelson Cruz, we'll take that. Peraza was the great one here, man. I mean, only 13% get us 24 points. Cruz only 5% getting us 12. Those are both good pickups. Even France getting us a little hit at only 2.9. You'll take that. Um, Maldonado only 5.5 with 12 points. We'll take that. Goldschmidt under 12% owned, 12 points, all good. And Stripling only 10% owned. That's a good one especially when you get 29 point. Who the heck? That's really weird that they let that fight go on that long. But anyway, so this was one of our lineups, in 111,000 for tournaments. This was 9,497th place. So it wound up getting us a few extra bucks, I think. Uh, one brought us $6.20. Yeah, this one was $6.20. The other one just brought back the regular three, and the other one brought back $5. So again, little additions, and had fun there, all risk free. What else have we got to follow up on here? Okay, yeah, we can recap the KBO right here from overnight. Again, this was a $25 double up. What I've been doing here since the Major League Baseball started, I've just been going with the lower, like 22-person entry, $25 double ups. 89.6 points, not great, but this was good for 7th place out of 22. So that's a double up. So we won $50 back. Good pitching combo. Like I said, Straley. It was hard not to go with Straley as your lock yesterday. And it worked. 32.75, great performance. And I was happy with Choi. I mean, only $5,800 for his arm. Got us the win. Only gave up one earned run. Only 4 hits. Only got 2 strikeouts. 14.85 though. I'll take that for 5,800. Jang didn't get us anything, which was disappointing. Mo didn't get us anything, that was disappointing. Good deal here with Bay, getting us the 18. Rojas, I was surprised he was a little higher owned. Got 13 points, but yeah, I'll take that. So a couple guys didn't, but enough to get into the money. And again, we made the right decision yesterday because the Wyverns Eagle game did get rained out. And if we just take a look real quick at a couple of the, you can see some of the folks that scored lower than us. Yep, lost out on a starting pitcher. So we got 0 points there. Next guy lost out on a starting pitcher, and a bunch of players crushed them. So here's a number of a couple of people went with Kelly, who was a much more expensive arm, against the Bears, and that didn't really pay off because only 2.45 points. If you just run through here, you can see that a few people got hurt by the rain out. A lot of people went with the top 2 guys. You can see Brooks had 50% ownership at 10 grand. Um, and he only got barely 12 points. You know, you were able to get that. Troy was able to get you more than that for almost half the money. Yeah, but yeah, if you just go through, you can see really. Yeah, here's another one. This you can see now that's pretty close in points, man. This person had 78.7 points, and they lost three of their players going with the Wyverns game there. So we'll see if we can maintain that. We're gonna go with another double up tonight. We'll draft that shortly, but another $25, we will take it. Now let's see what else we got here. We've got the truck race from earlier today. Right here. Oh, Evlov versus Grundy. Solomon Grundy. Um, Here we got, 226.75 points, 427 entries, 115 got paid. We slipped in there at 105, even though we had one of our guys crash out on lap 90 there. Overall, pretty good, man. We got Crafton. He wound up winning the race. Good points there. Lions only 8.4% owned with 28 points. Davis, though, big one for us. Only 3.8% owned, but got his 15 differential, moved up to 14th place, 45 points, second scorer on our team, with only 3.8%. And then Jones, fine, 31 points. Yeah, you would like to do a little better, but hey. But overall, we're happy. It was a 22-22 entry, $45 back to us. Happy with that. And we'll see what today's the last day for the leaderboard competition. And we'll see where we wind up there. Even if we don't, we're not going to wind up in first and get the block status. But even if we don't wind up in the, if we wind up in the top 100 somewhere or something like that, out of wherever it was, 4,000 or 5,000 people, that'd be fun. All right, so we're done with that. The other race that's going on right now. Let's see. Yeah, it was going okay. Looks like there's been an accident, and it's damaging our position. Moffitt is out. And Moffitt was racing well. He was up in the top 10. So it really sucks that he's out of this race. Because we had Algier, Haley, Moffitt were all in the top 10. Siegs moved up there, so that's good. Net's hovering around there. Garrett's been moving up and holding some good additions for us, so that's good. Don't know if we're going to be able to overcome Moffitt. 23.4% of other folks had him. Maybe, we'll see. But that one definitely hurts there. So that's that. And then let's see. And then we've got Then we've got MMA going on right now. None of our fighters have fought yet. We also got a free bet from the sports book based on some other. I don't remember what. Might have been the past Fight Island or something like that. I don't remember. I think that was it. I think if we picked some, I don't remember. But the point being, we had a $20 free bet. Um, $20 free bet which we have put in. We went with a what we did was we took that $20 free bet and went in with a crazy 6 pick parlay. We've picked Nathaniel Wood to win. He did. He won. We picked Ramazan. Hope we don't die, Ramazan. Ramazan Emiv to win. He has won as well. And then we've still got Alexander Gustafsson, Tom Aspinall, Kamzat, and then Darren Till. So we're two wins in, but you got a long way to go. And then Darren Till's a bit of an upset pick, a bit. Let's see what if the odds have changed at all on him since the bet was placed last night. Roughly the same. He's still a bit of an underdog. But yeah, so that's that. But yeah, so none of my fighters have gone yet. It's a we're in a single entry. Yeah, single entry tournament. 980 people. Top 229 win. So far, what's interesting, again, is that the people that have picked early here, and the ones who have won out so far, like first place currently has 273.50. There haven't been a ton of high scores. You know, even Nathaniel Wood, who was the big $9,500 favorite, got barely 100 points and went the distance. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what happens with this. So now, what do I got here? Right, okay. Um, as far as baseball goes and everything else, tomorrow Sundays there's a lot of early games. I don't think I want to enter any of them early on. Probably gonna sleep in. But I'll probably enter a couple of the evening games. Maybe not. I'm not sure. I guess it depends on how the rest of today goes, um, and what I'm watching in terms of golf. All right, but let's look ahead here now, since we just did our draft for the two slate Major League Baseball game tonight. And let's move over and look at Korean baseball. Again, we're going to enter a single entry double up. There we go. And of course, first thing we look at is you got Koo. You got Koo, the murderer Koo. And it's a single entry double up. I know he's $10,800, but I don't know how you don't take him. You know, all he does is strike people out and win games and not give up runs. You know, so you're not really worried. You're not really looking at what happens if he gets bombed out, because you're gonna be a double up. Odds are he's gonna be pretty highly owned. So you almost have to look at Koo. Looks like we got rain again. Issues in the Wyvern Eagles matchup. I'm gonna probably avoid it again in a double up. You know, I think I'm gonna look to play it safe there. You know, probably look to play it safe. You know, if I do look to play it safe, if we do that, because otherwise I'm definitely gonna go with Moon. You know, I mean, if I can get word that this game is clear, I'm gonna go with Moon against the Eagles for sure. Um, who do I like? Other than Koo. Well, looking at Kim there pitching for the Heroes. And they're going against the Giants, right? Giants are one of the teams that, you know, has a hard time. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. How much Minsu, no, not Minsu Kim. Who am I looking at? Kim. He's starting one game. He's been pitching fine, but he's been pitching as a reliever. Hmm. Only 4,000. I mean, let's take a look at Buchanan. So he's been pitching phenomenally. I mean, that's expensive. Let's take a look at this. If you go Koo and Buchanan, you're down to 3,800 left. Um, which is definitely, I mean, it's rough. That's rough. Yeah, I mean, Minsu Kim. Minsu Kim going against the Dinos. He gives up a lot of hits. But you know the Dinos are going to be expensive. There's no doubt the Dinos are going to cost you money. Hey, I mean, we could go. Let's see, who else? Who else? What's the story with Lee? Nothing. We know nothing about this guy. Chang Jae Lee is going to go pitching against the Bears. The Bears aren't going to be super cheap either. Let's take a look at the Bears, though, just for the hell of it. Well, let's see. There's a couple of money savers that we can grab between the Bears and the Dinos, but not a lot. Can we make a viable, sensible lineup here? So starting out, if we look at Juhwan Choi, Juwan Choi's got first and second base eligibility. He's 3,600. He bats fifth in the Bears lineup. Um, Against this mystery pitcher, maybe it's what we want to be able to get these two powerhouse pitchers in. So for the mean, JLO is only 4,000. He bats third. Let's take J. But if we do both of those, then we know we can't take Jose Fernandez. I mean, the mystery guy throws righty. Is that right? I thought that said that this guy threw. It says he throws lefty. That says he throws lefty. That says he throws righty. I wonder. Anyway, it's a potential difference. Yeah, you like to see righties hitting against lefties. Fernandez is a lefty. If Lee's a lefty, I'd be a little more comfortable. Not taking him. But let's slide back down here. We're going to grab him here at first base for now. We're going to grab him at second base right now. Now, it's not a ton of money. We look at the Dinos. I think we gotta look at Hee Dong Kwan in the outfield for the Dinos. He bats second. He's only 3,200. And it's starting to recover our money a little bit. We're back up to 39.33. We still need a bit more on that. So let's go to third base and take Chen Min Mo. He's not ideal. He bats eighth, but he's 3,100. He plays for the Dinos, and everybody on the Dinos can score. Let's take him. That takes us up to 4,800. Now, is there any way to fit Songbum Na and Fernandez into this lineup? Because if we could do that, I would love to go that way. But that takes us all the way down to 3,200. 32, 33. We do like 32s. Let's see. In the catcher situation. Well, you know what? For catcher, what the hell? Why not? We can go. All right. If we jump over to the catcher, we have two options here. There's Taegun Kim here. This is our first fight up for Aspinall versus Collier. We'd like to see Aspinall get the victory here. Taegun Kim he bats ninth, which is never the best. He's projected to be okay. He'd fit into our four stack. He'd save us a ton of money. The only other option there is to go with Sang Ho Chun down here, who also bats ninth and is not. So we're gonna go with Kim. We're gonna go with Kim here. That takes us up to 36.50. Not, I mean, it's not like this is not super easy here. Is there anybody at shortstop that would work for us in any way? In the outfield. Yeah. I mean, if we want to get somebody from the Bears, we could go Soo Bin Jung. Alright, we could go Soo Bin Jung. He bats eighth. But he's very affordable. Right here. Which leaves us 4,800. And we could go Ji Hyuk No. Jin Hyuk No. Which is what we'll do. So for double ups, I think you almost have to go Koo and Buchanan. If you keep an eye on the rain here, you could go Moon as your second pitcher. It saves you 700 over Buchanan, so you might be able to pump up a few positions. But I'm thinking in double up, you gotta go Koo, you gotta go Buchanan. Get Fernandez in there today and get Sung Bum Na in there. And then you can do a decent job of still getting some hitters around them. But it's gonna be this. It's gonna be interesting to see how this one goes. It's gonna be interesting to see how this one goes. But we're gonna lock that in. All right, and then so this is our first fight of the night for our actual fantasy lineup. Aspinall versus Collier. We really want Aspinall to win this. It would be a good start for our daily draft, and it would get us one step closer on our big parlay pick. This is Aspinall's debut. Here we go. These are two big guys. Oh, yes. Aspinall with the first round knockout. Nice, quick, nice knockout first round. Oh, knee to the body. Oh, and then, oh, that was painful. A really solid knee to the body and then a quick double combo to the jaw and the double jaw right on it. Oh, man. That guy went out. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Now, what does that get? See, now I'm curious. Let's see. What does that score you? Here, for a first round knockout like that. What does that get us? Because that was quick. There weren't a lot of strikes. You know, there were not a lot of strikes. $45 in the round one. So so you get 90 points for the first round victory. I mean, what else do you? What are the other scores? Let's see. Rules and scoring. A first round win gets you plus 90 points. A knockdown gets you plus 10. I would assume the fact that the guy got knocked out, that gets counted as a knockdown. And then significant strikes. So I'm gonna. I guess he's gonna wind up with 102, 103 points, something like that, maybe. We'll see once they finish. Now, 47. Aspinall was owned in 47.9%. Um, so that's not going to necessarily, but it does get us one closer up on the bet. Okay, so 10 significant. So you got 10 significant strikes, one knockdown, and then the first round victory. So that's 105 points. All right. So we will take. I mean, we like that. We like that. Now let's see. Who else do we have in our bets? Let's see. All right. So we've still got Gustafson, Till, and good old Kabzat. All right. Now we don't have another fight in our. We don't have another fight in our fantasy lineup until Kamzat fights. And then, yeah, Gustafson's not until second or third to last. All right, I mean, that's about everything right now. Yeah, let's take a quick look and see where did the golf wind up right now. Let's see. Golf wound up with the leader being. Yes, you got Michael Thompson at minus 15. Tied with Richie Wierenski, minus 15. Charles Schwartzel's at minus 13. Tony Finau's at minus 13. And then you got Max Homa at minus 12. So yeah, I mean that's a game. That's a game. Yeah, that's a game. Alright, I think that that's pretty much all we got right now. I mean, I'm gonna keep on checking out the fights here, but nothing's happening in the short term. Baseball's gonna be running here. Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna bail out here. But so far, you know, we've had some decent returns based on the KBO overnight. The last 2 nights with double ups going our way, getting more money than we put into the risk-free tournaments, meaning even getting more back than what than the guarantee free. Interesting golf tournament going into tomorrow. Got some money from racing. And yeah, so we'll see. If I might be around tomorrow at some point. I'm gonna be pretty busy for a good bit of the day. I'll probably pop on at some point, at least to do the memory. And if things get interesting later tonight, maybe I'll pop on. I don't know. But take care out there, all. Be safe. Have fun. Keep gambling, and good luck.